Yes, next lesson is about masking. Okay, in After Effects, we have a masking. So masking is very common in all the softwares. Mostly, we use masking in Adobe Photoshop and Illustrator, even in Animate CC, and here in After Effects also there is a masking. So masking means what? It hides some area, and even we can animate those masks. Let us try to understand what is masking. The small that information we have, right? So this is. So what is masking in Adobe After Effects? Okay, masking is a fundamental technique that allows you to hide or reveal specific portions of a layer using a custom shape. This process gives you precise non-destructive control over a layer's visibility, color, effects and position. A mask is essentially a path you draw on a layer which affects its alpha channel, the data that defines a layer's transparency. The key applications of masking: isolating and combining elements. The masks are used to cut out and combine different video clips, images or graphic elements to create a single seamless composition. And creating effects. You can apply effects, color correction or filters to only the masked portion of a layer. For example, you can lighten a face in a portrait or intensify the colors of a flower without affecting the rest of the image, right? So we can hide some portion, so automatically that will affect the rest of the image. And building transitions. By animating the mask path, you can create dynamic and interesting transition effects that reveal or conceal elements over time, right? And compositing visual effects. Masks are crucial for more complex visual effects and compositing work, such as placing a new background behind a subject or creating surreal scenes. Okay? And text reveals. You can create text reveals by animating a mask to a slide across text or by using a mask to define where text appears, right? So making vanities. A vanity effect can be created by using a feathered or inverted mask to darken or blur the edges of a frame, right? So we'll check what all these practically. Okay, so first let us create composition, new composition. So I'm taking the same default composition 920 by 1080. So yes, take the references. Suppose here double click on the project panel and get the picture. Suppose here I'm taking this one. I'll use this one. So import, and here drag this here. Okay, this is the bigger size, bigger than your composition, right? So here scale down this one, yeah, up to here, this much. Okay, this is nice. On this, right, select this, the image layer. So select this one, or otherwise select the image or layer and come to any shape layer. Suppose here we have a rectangle tool, rounded rectangle tool, ellipse tool, polygon tool and star tool, right? Or otherwise by using the pen tool also you can add your mask shape, right? For time being here I'm using ellipse tool. Okay, here this is my mask. I'm using shift so that proportionately we are getting the circle, right? See, this is my mask. And you can move this here. Suppose see here it is, this mask is moving, right? Now here we have mask properties. Suppose here, see, this is a mask one, and if you want you can add a more mask on that. Suppose here I'm using one more rectangle and draw, here it is adding one more mask. Okay, and now I'm using here pen tool, and I'm creating the different shape with the pen tool. Now see, it is create with 2 points, nodes, right? So you can move this, or otherwise set these points, so these points, and you can add the move the points, right? So here, yes, here. Okay, you can extend this if you want. You can change the shape of the mask, right? So I'm using Control Z. So these are 3 marks on the same photograph, right? So here we have, see, those marks are, the first one is the first mask, this is, and this is the second one, and this is the other one, right? This is, here we have some properties are there. Suppose click on the first mask. Here we have properties, the mask path is there, and mask feather, mask opacity, and mask expansion. Suppose I am expanding the mask and decreasing and increasing the mask. I am using Control Z. Here we have mask opacity, so you can add the opacity so that slowly that will affect to the photograph. So Control Z, and there is a feather. See, I am using the feather. So here it is adding the feather around the edges. If you observe this one, they are sharpened. Here we have feather. Okay, so remove the feather effect, and here we have mask path. Okay, so with this mask path you can animate this one, you can move, you can place from left to right, or left to right, or right to left. Okay, these are, and even suppose this is your the entire mask. So what I'll do, I'll remove the few masks. So just delete and delete here. Say deleted. And here I'm using again this rectangle tool, and here I'm adding one more mask on this. Okay, so these are the 2 masks. Now here, if you observe here, here we have some properties are there. So that is in add. Suppose I'm using none, so nothing is there, so none applied, and here subtract. Now see, it is subtracted. Okay, so I'm using Control Z, Control Z. I'm using intersect, right? So it is intersect. And this is a lighten. So it depends on the colors here that will affect. Suppose subtract. Yeah, now it is subtracted, and I'm using add. Okay, so mask is added. Now I'll remove this one. Okay, this is my this also I'll remove. So completely I'll remove here and drag and drop here. So this is my image. And the scale the image, so this much. Okay, I'm using ellipse tool here. So I'm using shift and control Z. See, first you have to select the photograph. Suppose if you don't select the photograph, okay, if you use this any tool, shape tool, pen tool, or whatever that tool, if you draw on that, simply it is giving that shape only, right? Don't forget, it's very, very important. If you want to add the mask, you have to select the photograph first, or otherwise select this layer, right? On that we have to add the mask. Here I am adding mask, so that before adding mask you should select this photograph. I am using the rectangle tool here. Create this one. This is my mask. Suppose it's coming from the outside. Okay, yeah, the outside. I'm adding the mask path. After 2 seconds or 3 seconds, select this entire the area shape and drag this to other side. Okay, so here automatically added the key pose. Now see, if you play this one, it is showing the photograph through mask. Now here what I'll do, instead of that one, I'll reveal this. So now play this one. This is fantastic, nice. From dark to showing the sunrise, right? So fantastic. So again play this one, it's revealing, nice. So if you want to make it more slow, change the distance here. Now play this one, slowly it is revealing, right? Interesting. This area here, if you want, you can add the featherness also. Suppose here I am adding the feather value, so this much. You can animate this one. Now see, so beautifully adding the feather, right? Okay. Double click here and get one more pick. Suppose this is I'm taking, or otherwise this I'll take. So import this one and drag here, and this is my another pick, and the scale is this much. Okay. Now see, play this one. Under this background, this is revealing, right? Yes. And now here we have some options are there. See, this is the under background, this is the background, and here it is the masked one. Here you can add subtract. Now see this one, it is subtracted. So beautiful, right? So it is a reversal. Okay, so you can experiment here. Suppose intersect I am using, right, or otherwise of the visibility of the bottom layer. Now see, under the a dark black background, it is revealing, right? So with this you can animate many things. So these are, I'm explaining very basics to understand what is mask and all, right? After understanding all these things, so we'll work on the actual real-time projects. Text, on text also we can add mask, reveal and hide some portions from the text. We add all these things. So first try to understand the basics.